Good game for the guys under the lights. The one thing we talk about all the time is how do you play when the lights come on. Thought our guys got out a little slow out the gates. Weren't as aggressive, weren't as assertive as I thought. And then we kind of settled down there late in the first half, and in the second half we were a lot better. Did a great job passing the ball. I think for a first game, even though it's an exhibition game, we corrected some things as far as turning the ball over. We had 8 turnovers. I think we might have had 4 late, just careless activity. So I thought we did a better job in that department. Thought we did a better job in the second half getting the ball inside to our big guys, was with post feeds, but also attacking off the dribble. Did a really good job crashing offensive glass, especially Quinn Cheeves. I thought he was very assertive. Played with a lot of energy tonight. Trey Golden did a great job of running the team. 8 assists, 0 turnovers. That was impressive. And I don't think he passed up any shots either, so that was a good sign. So one thing I don't want him to do is pass up shots. We want him to stay aggressive, looking for his offense. Well, Q's a guy that plays hard. I mean, he plays hard all the time. And right now he plays as a 4-4. Even though he's a guard, he plays at the 4 position. And with the way he shoots the ball, we have an advantage offensively because he'll stretch you out. So now you can throw the ball inside to one of those big guys they double down on. He can make shots. So that really helps. But he battles big guys. He plays extremely hard. He does a good job of fronting that post. And once we get offensive rebounds, the way he's doing it, he's crashing so hard. It's hard to keep him off that glass, even though big guys. He's a really good post-up guy as well. So we'll throw it inside to him with bigger guys on him because he can make good plays. Well, we talk about sharing the ball all the time. Really we do, making the extra pass, getting the ball inside. I thought there were a couple of times, even though some situation in the second half we made shots, but I thought we did a poor job of not getting the ball inside, no sequences. So I thought we had a better opportunity to get the ball inside as opposed to shooting the ball from the perimeter. But that's part of the game. I tell the guys all the time, at the end of the day, you have a feel for it. You're out there, you got to play the game. But we got to make a conscious effort to consistently pound that ball inside, whether it's via the pass or off the dribble. As long as they're not gambling in the passing lanes, as long as they're solid defensively, then that's fine. I thought all 3 of those guys did a good job, and I have to go back, obviously, and watch film to be exact, but I thought they did a good job of getting steals because they were in the right position. Thought he was solid. I thought in the first half he was forcing as far as off the dribble because he has a big physical frame and he loves attack off the bounce, but I thought he was over-aggressive and driving there when there weren't many lanes to get into. And I thought in the second half he took what the defense gave him as opposed to really trying to be aggressive, and there was nothing there. No, that wasn't really my concern. I was more focused on how we were playing. I didn't think we were playing well in the first half. We missed 3 dunks. I like to think 3 easy dunks in the first half. Like I said, I don't think we got the ball inside like we needed to in the first half, and that's part of it. I mean, this team, they weren't going to roll over. They're going to put up a good fight, and I expect that. But I thought I was more concerned with how we were playing as opposed to not getting the ball inside, not crashing offensive glass, and I don't think we were defending at the level we needed to. I think we're solid with the guys we're playing. I think more than anything, I wanted to give Yemi, DeMontre, Q, and Armani an opportunity to play a lot of minutes with the 3 guys because they're new. Even though Q is here, 3 guys I consider Q new to play, just to have an opportunity to play under the lights, play in the home game, and also Yemi to get some more reps under his belt. So I wanted to try to give those guys as many minutes as possible. Well, it's hard to say right now because we haven't gotten a lot of game situations. I think, maybe 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, I can answer that question better. Yeah, it's tough to say right now.
How's it compare with what you saw tonight from your guys versus the fellow secret scrimmage there with Georgia Tech?
Well, I think the difference, and the thing I said to our guys, in that particular situation, we played a game and there were no lights, so to speak. Now when you play under the lights, and not to say our guys play selfish by any stretch, but I always try to tell them, make them understand, everybody came to see Tennessee play tonight, as opposed to what's on the back of the jersey. And I think when guys understand and really comprehend what I mean by that, then you don't have to worry about anything but except for playing the game. And that's what I try to make them understand, regardless of the opponent, where we're playing at. They came to see Tennessee. But I think when you put the lights on, then, family in town, you're trying to impress somebody. You want to play a certain way, and that happens. That's human nature. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, you had said that you wanted to make sure that Trey didn't pass up anything. So
Yeah.
have he been maybe too unselfish in practice?
No, not at all. He's been attacking. He's been aggressive. He's been taking opportunities when he has them to score it, also to drive it. And that's the thing. He's done a really good job of getting in the lane and finding guys. A great job. Really impressed with him in practice. But I always tell him, don't pass up a shot. I thought he was hesitant on one three-point shot in the first half when he had it, but he ended up shooting it because he was so wide open as opposed to being aggressive and shooting it right away. We got the W, and obviously there's always work to do. So we hadn't even played a game yet, and these guys have to get familiar with each other. You beat up on each other all day in practice, so it was good to get a game under your belt, so to speak, under the lights, and we go from there. We started up Friday. There's no turning back. Well, the difference in practice, is a comfort level. Then when you get in the game, you have to step up and make them. It's always different. I think there's probably 10 or 15, maybe 20 percentage points that you take off from practice into a game, but just really concentrating and focusing on it. Well, I thought he did a good job. Because the one thing about Q, he can make shots and he plays hard. So he'll always have an opportunity to play and be in games because he do those two things. I think obviously game changes depending on personnel, who we're playing against. So I think right now he's better even though he's a guard on offense, he's better as a forward for us defensively, especially if he has more opportunities to play. But he can make shots and he plays hard. He drives to the rim. He crashes the offensive glass. I mean, that's how he plays all the time. He was getting them up. But you have to be aggressive. I thought, I don't think, maybe on 2 or 3 of them, off the top of my head, I don't think he attacked as aggressively as he needed to. I thought he should have powered it up as opposed to kind of finger rolling it up and just being aggressive. But I wanted to be aggressive, looking for a shot. We have to take advantage of every opportunity. If you can push it, push it. Well, I think last year, I don't know if we necessarily had the personnel to push at that level, maybe late in the season, but right now you have an opportunity to score. You got to score, pound it down the throat, so to speak, and get the ball inside. But the key is to push it and not force it. There's a difference. I think, it takes time to make guys understand and know the importance of it. You can push it and be aggressive, but don't force it, don't turn the ball over. No, that wasn't an experiment. That was real. Might not ever see it again, but it was real. No, we spent a lot of time on it. I just think it's, something you practice it, you go against it because you go against teams that play a zone. But it's something we spend time with, so it depends. Oh, the foul, it wasn't necessarily the fouls. It was really trying to get Yemi some reps on his belt. Well, no, not necessarily. That was just kind of flow of a game. Then we got the foul, then really had to get Yemi some minutes. That was probably the most important thing, because he has to be able to play for us. Oh, yeah, I thought the guys did a good job playing hard. I thought they did, especially, and the one thing about it, we saw this team on film against Auburn, but we didn't show our guys the game film. So really it wasn't a scouting report. It was just kind of going And that offense they kind of run, it can throw you off balance if you're not used to it. Kind of dribble drive guys, cutting back door. If you hadn't seen this, tough. And we didn't really talk to our guys about it. We didn't show them any film. And I thought they did a good job of adjusting. Because in situations like that, you want them to do a better job of communicating with each other.
This is Skyler from 3 6 tonight. Pretty consistent with what he's done in the last month. How ready is he?
He's been shooting the ball well. The key with him is to stay aggressive. Every opportunity he has, he got to be ready to let it fly, and that's the most important thing. When he has the opportunity to shoot it, shoot the ball, because the guys expect him to shoot it when he's open. He was here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's behind the bench, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was. He was here. Ended up, I think it's. I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. Thank you.